Welcome back. All right, just the two games tonight. I am wearing a Hershey jersey because I think that it's important to acknowledge that a lot of what's going on with the Capitals starts with guys who've come up from the Calder Trophy winning team from Hershey last year. Of course, the Calder Cup being awarded to the AHL champion, and that was Hershey last year. So interesting how things have gone for the Caps this year. They continue to defy expectations. We're going to start things off looking at Washington and Calgary, obviously. Lindgren versus Wolf in this one. Wolf with his third straight start. Early press by the Flames. In fact, the first 2 minutes are played in the Cap zone. And all I could think was, didn't Vancouver start fast against them too? So Sandin has a shot that's caught and held as the Caps press back. The shots on net are 2-1 Washington, 4 minutes in. Flames press are kept to the outside. There's a near miss for Miromanov on a rebound. Jensen has a one-timer that's held. Shillington has a shot blocker to side. It's cleared. And I put right in here, shots limited, so Caps are taking control. So this is when you know you're in a Caps game, is when there's not a lot of rush chances, there's not a lot of shots. It's just, it very much turns into a chess match. And as soon as that's happened, they're winning. So Shillington's denied from the slot. The Flames press. Caps press with 5.5 minutes left, and at 14:59 during that pressure, Strome scores from Sandin and Jensen. He wires it from the right circle glove side. Flames press for response. Mangiapane has a slot shot that's caught and held. Things get pushing on a hold by Wolf. The Flames press in the final minute. They're kept to the outside. Wilson then has a turnover chance that's held, and there's some pushing. It's 1-0 Capitals after one. We've seen this storyline. Second period. Anderson has a shot that deflects out as the Flames press. We get a power play for Calgary. There's an early clear. Kadri has a shot that deflects out. The Flames then cycle. It's cleared. Power play's killed off. 2 shots on net. Caps get a power play. Ovechkin has a shot that deflects wide. It's cleared, and then Ovechkin scores. Power play marker at 5:58 from Pacioretty and Wilson. Tipped in close. Then on the following play, Sandin gets shaken up. Hurt. Looked like he twisted his ankle, hurt his leg. He did leave the bench. Shots are 6-2 for the Caps at 8.5 minutes. Remember, there were 12-2 Caps at one point in the second period against Vancouver. So the Caps go back to the power play, and they score on it. At 9:16, it's Ovechkin again from Karlsson and Strome. He wires that one past a screen from the left circle. Don't look now, but Ovechkin's goal scoring's really picked up lately. The Flames think they scored. The whistle went. The ref says no goal. Doesn't say why, and then he reviewed it and still didn't give a reason why it wasn't a goal. And as somebody who has no skin in the game, I thought that should have counted. I'm not sure why it didn't. The puck was in before the whistle went. I haven't seen the official explanation, but the referee didn't offer one, so there you go. So Sandin had left the bench at that point. The Flames score. There's a goalie interference challenge. Nope, that's a good goal. So Rooney gets that one. He tips it in from the side of the net. Pahal and Coronado with the assist at 10:41, and because of the failed challenge, the Flames go to the power play. It's killed off just the one shot. The Flames press with 6.5 minutes left. They had chances, but then from the doorstep, Lapierre golfs one in. Milano with the assist at 14:22. I'm always impressed when somebody golfs a puck in like that. I could do it with a hockey ball, but if you do that with a hockey puck, there's some real skill involved there. Pacioretty has a rebound held as the Caps look for more with 1:44 left. The Caps have a power play. There's an early clear, and then in the neutral zone, the fans call a penalty. The referee does not, so they were not happy with that, nor were they happy that the Flames are down 4-1 after 2 periods. Third period, the Flames finish the kill. Huberdeau to Kadri. There's a near miss there. Ovechkin has a one-timer that's held off a face-off win. Coronado and Rooney are then denied back-to-back as Lindgren had another really good game for the Capitals. Shots are 4-3 Flames at 5 minutes. Weegar has a screenshot that's held, and then he scores at 7:12 from Backlund to make it 4-2. So can the Flames get this tied? Well, you can see. Anyways, the Flames press at the half. There's a power play for Calgary with 6:23 left. That's killed off. Goalie pull happens with 2:40 left, and at 17:31 it's Tom Wilson hitting the empty net. From Malenstein and Karlsson at 17:31. The Flames would pull the goalie again, but they're down by 3. They don't get any closer. The final score is 5-2 for the Caps. They go to 33-25-9 with the win. With the loss, Calgary 33-30-5. And again, their playoff hopes take another hit. Shots on net, 12-8 Calgary in the first, 15-11 Washington in the second, 13-10 Calgary in the third. Final shots 36-33 for the Flames. Power plays, the Caps 2 for 3, Calgary 0 for 3. The hits 15-10 Calgary. Lindgren 34 saves on 36 shots. Wolf 28 saves on 32 shots. He shouldn't feel bad. He's not the first, second, or 50th goalie to allow 2 goals against in a game facing Ovechkin. And now the Caps, the number 2 wild card in the East. And they have Philadelphia in their sights too, so they could still end up finishing third. If we get a Carolina-Washington matchup in the first round, we might see a lot of 1-0 games. We might see a lot of 2-1 games. We might see some overtime if those two teams meet each other. They play a similar style, shot suppression and all that. We'll see. Obviously, the shot suppression didn't work as well for Washington tonight as it did the other night, but still, they get the win. All right, moving along. The Buffalo Sabres. So it's Luukkonen versus Decord on Seattle's first shot they score. Eberle from Tolvanen and Dumoulin at 24 seconds. So Don Granato decides we're going to put the lines in a blender then. I don't like this. And at 49 seconds on their first shot, Buffalo scores. It's Thompson from Girgensons and Tuck. There's a good back and forth that follows. Thompson has a shot saved as the Sabres press. And then at 3:56, so we're not even 4 minutes into the game, we got 3 goals. It's Skinner from Krebs. He wires that one on a rush, post and in. Sabres press at 5 minutes. Eventually they score. 5:41, Tuck wires one from the slot. Thompson with the assist, and that would end the night for Decord. Joey Decord had 1 save tonight. Grubauer goes in. Remember, coming into today, Seattle was 11 points out of the playoffs. It does not get better for them tonight. Buffalo presses at 7 minutes. The shots are 9-3 for Buffalo, 8.5 minutes into the game. Alexiak gets hurt on a shot block as the Sabres press. If Alexiak's down and holding his leg like that, that's not great. He does not fake injuries. Not that I've talked about players that do. I know there's players that do. I don't generally talk about it in reviews. Man, though, 10 years ago you asked me who faked injuries. Anyways, so the shots are 11-4 for the Sabres with 7 minutes left. We get a power play for the Kraken. It's a 4-minute call, and they score during the first 2 minutes. In fact, early on. It's Beniers from Tolvanen and Schultz at 14:36. But then the Sabres kill the other 2 minutes. So it's 3-2 now, but the Sabres do kill off the other half of that power play. Kraken press in the final minute with 29.3 seconds left. Buffalo gets a power play as the Kraken take an offensive zone penalty. So that power play rolls over into the second period. Buffalo with 3-2 lead. There's a shorthanded rush by Gord. The Kraken do finish the kill. Kraken press at 2.5 minutes. There's a blocker save on a rush by Tuck. The shots are 4-3 Kraken at 4.5 minutes. Skinner has a rush chance that's saved. We get a power play for Buffalo. They cycle. Thompson's denied. The power play's killed off. The Sabres press after it's done. Eventually, they get another one. At 10:36, it's Power from Cousins of Peterka. He buries a rebound from in close. Don't normally see a defenseman that close to the net, but worked for Power. That's the 6th of the year. And then at 11:16, Skinner keeps the puck in the zone, and he scores. So that's his second goal of the game. Skinner doesn't see the problem with Seattle. The rest of the Buffalo Sabres apparently do, and had never beaten Seattle coming into tonight, but to Jeff Skinner, no big deal. So after that, we get a power play for the Kraken. There's an early clear. Then there's a near miss for Schultz. The Sabres clear again. Power play's killed off. The Kraken press after that's done. Then there's a delay game call against the Sabres, which puts the Kraken back on the power play. That's killed off as well. Burakovsky's denied after it ends. And honestly, through 2 periods, I write right here, solid defense by Sabres so far. And then Rob Ray on the TV basically says the same thing. Really impressed by the Sabres defense. And it's really noteworthy because it's what's let them down a lot this season. It feels like adding Bowen Byram. I don't want to give Sabres fans hope like I did that last year. I don't. And like it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but like I genuinely, I'm to the point where it's been so long since Buffalo made the playoffs. I hope they eventually do. I can't boost these guys like last season. So we go to the third period with Buffalo ahead 5-2. Gord has a chance that saved the Sabres clear. Good flow, not a lot of chances or whistles early, which favors the team ahead by 3. Thompson has a rush chance that's held. Tatar had a backhand that was held as the Kraken press. Seattle then has a 2-on-1. That's broken up. There's a near miss for Burakovsky on a rush. The fans didn't like that he shot there. Eberle's denied and close. The Kraken draw a power play. It really struggles. That Kraken power play kept clearing it on their own. So the Sabres end up killing it, technically, but Kraken kind of killed that themselves. Shots are 10-4 for Seattle at the half. I don't know how many of those are dangerous chances. It didn't feel like there were 10 shots already for Seattle. McCann's denied from the slot. The Sabres press briefly. They're working to kill the clock. Get it down to the other end. Get those line changes in. Don't get stuck on the ice for too long. Paterka's denied on a rush, and then Bryson keeps the puck in at the blue line, gets it to Greenway, who makes a nice pass to Skinner, and at 18:02 it becomes 6-2 for the Buffalo Sabres. Hats are thrown on the ice for Skinner's hat trick. One of them even stayed on the ice till they started playing. The referee had to go over and pick it up. And so, yeah, curse is broken, people. I had to write that up there because I heard all about the Kraken curse when I put up the preview this morning, and I was like, Kraken curse? They've only played each other 5 times. A curse is not 2.5 years. A curse is like 20 years. But anyways, Buffalo wins 6-2. Curse is broken. There's Michael Scott. Buffalo goes to 33-31-5. Keeps their pretty faint playoff hopes alive, but they're still alive. On the Seattle side, they're 28-27-12. Their hopes take a real hit tonight as well. So the East came in and did a number on 2 teams below the playoff line in the West. Shots on net, 10-9 Buffalo in the first, 12-7 Buffalo in the second, 18-8 Seattle in the third. They outshoot Buffalo 34-30. Power plays Buffalo 0-2. Seattle 1-5. Hits 37-26 for Seattle. So they outshoot them, they outhit them, they have better special teams numbers, but Buffalo gets the win. Luukkonen, 32 saves on 34 shots, continues to build up a ridiculous resume over the second half of the season. Decord 1 save on 4 shots. Grubauer 23 saves on 26 shots. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts regarding these games in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you have not done so thus far. And hey, thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.